everyone. Yes, of course, I'm just getting back from my grocery shopping. Yeah, shopping. Yeah, that's a skill to learn. I'm telling you, even for an adult like me, it's not easy to go shopping. And today, let me drop this. Hold on. Yeah, so guys, like I said, I just got back from grocery shopping, and I know how important this skill is for anyone, especially for our individuals with exceptionalities that need extra support in achieving or in doing this skill. So, in case you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Bola Tito Fatoki, and I'm the founder of Sped Everyday. Sped Everyday is that platform where we talk about assisting and supporting our individuals' exceptionalities, advocating for them, and teaching them those daily living skills, those life skills that would help them to attain independence and reach their highest potential. With me today, I have a wonderful lady, another special educator, and she's just lovely. And I don't know what to say again, but here with me today on the phone anyway is Miss Wendy Laverge. And Miss Wendy Laverge will be talking with us today on tips that we can use in supporting our individuals with exceptionalities. Whether you have them in your home, whether they're your kids, your students, your family, but there's something you can do to support them and help them attain independence. Remember, our goal is always independence. So let me just bring Miss Wendy on and so we can hear her voice. Hi, Miss Laverge. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. How you doing, Mr. Toki?
Thank you so much for honoring my request. I'm so happy and very appreciative of that.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go straight into, I know you have a lot to do, and, I just want to thank you for your time, especially with what is going on in Texas now. But, so I'm just going to go straight to the point and, we just get this done. So, Ms. Laverge, I went to the store this morning, and of course, with all that is going on, it's a lot of people in and out trying to get things and that. But, one thing I've noticed is that if you really don't know what you're doing, you're going to be lost. So, because, in the store, we have different sections. We have this. It's so overwhelming. And I know that as a special education teacher, even the classroom is overwhelming enough for our individuals with exceptionalities. So today, I would like you to first talk about the importance of knowing how to shop, the importance of having the shopping skills to our daily living.
Okay. Yes. I have a couple of tips that I have been looking at that I would like to share with you. First, I think the most important thing for our students with exceptionalities is that they need to understand a budget.
Okay. So when you say budget, like, what does that mean?
Focusing on how much money they have to spend, so they don't get to the register and maybe not have enough money or buy things that are not a necessity, and they waste money on things that they really don't need versus on what they want.
So, okay, that's awesome because, last week I talked about math skills and we talked about financial literacy, and I didn't even think of budgets in this, this way, because I thought of budget, of course, as a whole, paying the rent and all that. But now what Ms. Laverge is telling us is that, okay, you're trying to teach a child how to shop. You're trying to let this child understand that, oh, there's something called shopping, that you can do your own groceries and you can buy your own clothing. But first of all, you need to let this child know how to budget, because shopping is not just something you go do without paying. Right, Ms. Laverge? So, of course, you need to let your child understand, what do I have? So based on what do I have, then she talked about the wants and the needs. What exactly do I need? Nowadays, we have our kids telling you, oh, I want the PS5, I want this game and all that. Do they need that over buying food or groceries, over buying the winter jackets, or over buying socks or underwear? So first, Ms. Laverge said that number one tip is teaching your kids how to budget. how to understand budgeting and to be able to budget with what they have, and also to be able to differentiate between their wants and needs. Is that correct, Ms. Levan?
Yes, that is absolutely correct.
Okay. So how do they practice?
Ma'am?
Yeah, so you were trying to tell me something. You were trying to say how you can practice after having the budget knowledge.
Yes, in the classroom we could practice with, with COVID right now we can't set up that classroom and shop, so you could practice with worksheets, money worksheets, how much something costs, adding money. But in, a regular classroom, you could set up a store where you could practice purchasing things, or even when you go to lunch and you have the snack line, you could practice purchasing some chips at lunch to go with your regular lunch, practice buying cookies, things like that at school that you could bring into this shopping experience outside of school.
Wow. So you're talking about practicing, and in case you didn't hear what Ms. Levan said very well, she's trying to say that practicing in their environment, different environments, and she was specifically addressing schools and teachers in schools, that even within the classrooms you can practice. Since you're talking about budget and you're talking about this child spending money, you want them to understand how to add up. Now, adding up, like I told you with math skills last week, is not just them cramming to add. You can use their calculator. If they are not able to add up, as it is, help them with their calculators. And what I'm saying is that, these children go to the store. Not every store owner or keeper or clerk or cashier is honest. We have different countries that they just want to cheat them. So you first want to let them be, because imagine you have your child go to the store with, let's say, $100, or go to the store with Naira or Rands or pounds, and then they already believe that this adds up. All I've already lined up adds up. And then they go to the store and it's not enough. Maybe because somebody tried to cheat them or they didn't get the calculation right. So first, she wants us to practice at home by using, constantly working with money. Let them see money. Let them see the value of money. Let them know this money can buy things. Unlike using, we used to buy using debit cards, credit cards, and these students can't even place a value on money. So we need to practice with real money. We also need to practice with their paper money. There are a lot of games with paper money we can do in the classroom. And also, Ms. Levan talked about practicing with real things in school. So this is like, I know I was talking to her during the week, and when she told me about practicing with kids buying stuffs in school, all that, I thought about it. We can actually, as a community, as a school, because of our individuals with special needs, we can actually help, we can bring in things into the school, like buying snacks. Even in the classroom, you can set up a place, like she just said, in the classroom to sell these snacks to them. At the end of the day, you're tendering money, they're getting something back. So that this would be a practice that they would take into the store to work with. So school administrators, teachers, think about this. And Ms. Levan, you know what? I spoke to a friend of mine she's in Houston, and she was telling me about her classroom, that what they do is that at the beginning of the school year, the kids donate some amount of money, maybe $1, $5, then the teacher buys some snacks, okay? So the kids are the ones that will buy them back from the teacher as well. And then at the end of the school year, they use the money, they make profit. Every week they have a student, that would record the sales count and all that. And then at the end of the year, the profit and all the money, they have a class party. What do you think about that?
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I said, oh, that's awesome, because now she said she's able to practice with her students how to take stock. For those that really want to, work in the grocery stores or, as a cashier or something money related, or taking stocks. So they practice that during the week, and, they rotate it, and the kids are so eager to do it. They count the stocks. They're like, all that. So I think that's fun, though. So you talked about the classroom. So how do parents now, I know we shared some tips together. about parents helping their children at home. So how can parents help in their own environment?
At home, you can practice the child.
Okay, so sorry, I didn't get you. You said parents can practice with what?
Yes. At home, we create lists ourselves when we go to the grocery store, so the children can sit with us. And we can talk about what we need to say, make spaghetti for the evening, and then we would, that way we get the ingredients that we need and not buy things that we just want to have, like a bag of chips and things like that. So we create a list of what we need, and if we need to, we can, use the pictures to go with our list as well. So if our students cannot read, when we get to the grocery store, they can say, identify the spaghetti sauce by the picture on the paper or things like that.
Wow, that's awesome. Now let me recap on what Ms. Laverge just said. She's talking to parents and she said at home we can practice with those things that they daily do. Maybe cooking. For example, I want to cook spaghetti. Sit your child. I remember we talked about the cooking skills and we talked about communication in that. Now you're sitting this child and what do I need to make spaghetti? So you're making that list with your child. Then when you walk to the store with your child, if it's a child that needs, depending on how your child learns, do they need pictures? If they need pictures, print it out for them. So you can take them to that hall. You can show them, oh, this is the side we're coming to. You can start small. This is what you find on this side, on this area of the store. And then these kids can use those pictures to identify those needs or those things they want to buy or is in the list. And as you're buying it, as they're picking it to the cart or in the basket, they are crossing it out. So that, it's practice. So that when you're not there, when they grow up or when they've reached an independent level or they're with someone else, it's not just learning about how to shop now, but now, for example, they know what they need for spaghetti. They are working on those. So what you're saying now is that, so it's not that, you're saying start small, right? It's not that, okay, I'm cooking spaghetti, cooking rice, overwhelming them with those ingredients or those necessities. But Ms. Laverge is telling us to start small. Start with something they can at least retain and practice that. If you want to practice how to make spaghetti and the ingredients till they get it and they can go to the store to be able to get that on their own, do it for as long as they need to do it. Then before you know it, you're adding what they need to wash their clothes. Before you know it, you're adding what they need to wear for winter, for the summer. You're adding other things. So, how about Ms. Laverge? I know I'm sorry I cut, I talk a lot, right? I'm sorry I cut you off like that. So, you were talking about, of course, parents walking into the store with them. Then, what else?
Okay, and then for my final tip that I have is, go to the same store with our children so they understand the layout of the store. One grocery store isn't like the other, so keep the same so they have the same structure.
They have a routine.
Yes, and then they can retain, where items are within the store as well. So I think that would be very helpful for our students who really need a routine, need structure, and need the same schedule all the time. And time is important as well. I forgot about that. Try to go at times when it's not busy.
Okay.
So they're not overwhelmed with other shoppers.
Oh, did you hear that? Ms. Laverge said when you're teaching your child how to shop, you need to consider the timing. So make sure you go into the store when it's not going to be busy, when there are not a lot of people in there, so they won't be overwhelmed with the crowd, especially for our children with autism. You don't want to be teaching a skill and there are distractions. So you need to process and know what time is best for your child, right?
Yes, very important.
Wow. Yes. So I'm going to give a brief recap on what you said about shopping. You started from the classroom, and Ms. Laverge told us that in the classroom, teachers can practice with adding, of course, that goes home too. And also doing real-time shopping in the school, trying to let these kids know what is this and what is that, what they need. And you can practice not just snacks. It can be even be real things in the classroom that they need, basic things of life, practice within the school system. School administrators, you're listening to me. Let's have something small. I know growing up in Nigeria, Ms. Laverge, we always had like a school, like a kiosk. We call it a kiosk. And, there are different things that kids will need. Pencils, pen, erasers, sharpeners, and all that. And we just walk there, we get them, with our money. So if you spent or you lost your pencil, you're using your snack money to buy your pencil back, So we had that growing up. And I think it worked because it teaches you survivor. It teaches you how to survive and how to get things that you need ASAP without having to rely on someone. So schools, we can practice that. We can put that in the curriculum or add that to it. And, and also we should think about from home, in the home as well. Parents should work with their kids on making a list. Oh, sorry, you started with budgeting, teaching how to budget, teaching how to identify needs and wants, then taking it to the school, then parents at home making lists with their children, and also in the store, using those lists for the kids to get it, and also understanding the timing. What time works better for your child? What will my child do? Will he be so confused if he walks into the store and everything is like a lot of people, jam-packed and all that? And she also mentioned something, that when you're starting to teach this skill, make it consistent with a particular store. Before you generalize the instruction, before you generalize shopping, you need to make it consistent. Go to this store all the time. Let your child be aware of that. Let your child know that. So if your child is moving to another city and that store is there, it's easy. But if it's not there, by the time your child is used to buying some particular things, he knows, okay, what's this thing always with? He wants to buy bread. He knows what is with bread on the same high. He wants to buy deodorant. He knows which side of the store he can find it. So if he goes into another store, it will be easier to find using that kind of generalized skill or learning that, and then when we are somewhere different, we still let our kids know this environment is different. This is a new environment, and we still teach that skill. So we should never assume that they know it all. And before I let Ms. Laverge go and before I give a conclusion, I want to ask Ms. Laverge, do you have any other thing you need to tell the audience? Any advice to parents, educators?
The only thing I can say with parents and teachers is just be patient. Our students with special needs, they take time. It takes repetition to learn. So just be mindful of that. Just be patient with them and explain as they need. If they need to take a break, take those breaks. It's very important with our students with exceptionality.
Thank you so much. Patience, parents. Patience is a virtue. I always say it here too, like you can't just assume it's going to work tomorrow. You can't just assume that you got it today, you learned it today, and tomorrow it's going to be like that and it's going to work. Patience. Then I'm going to add consistency. Patience and consistency. Parents, if you have a child with exceptionalities, you have a family with don't just force it. Wait the time, and I can tell you it pays off. So parents, today, I hope you're able to enjoy what the content we brought to you today. And again, Ms. Wendy Laverge, I want to say a big thank you to you. Thanks for your contribution today. Thanks for encouraging me as well with this. And thank you so much. I know through it all, with all that's been going on for the past 1 week, you still made time to do this with me. I really want to appreciate you for that. And I wish you a great weekend, Ms. Laverge.
Yes, you too. You have a great weekend and still stay warm.
Yes, we will. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye, Ms. Laverge. Okay, so that was Ms. Wendy Laverge. Yes, thank you so much, guys, for, watching till the end. And I want to say, make sure you share this video. Don't be selfish about it. Remember, everybody wants to learn. Everybody needs this information. And also, I just want to use this opportunity because this video is also, a birthday gift to my mom. She's going to be, she's not going to be, she's in heaven now, but her birthday is on Sunday. But I just want to say, sweet mother, if you can hear me, I love you. And for all those that have their parents or their mom or their dad in heaven, guys, how do you cope? You know what? We don't cope. But one thing I've learned is to live with it. And also, you know, in my language, they will say, "Didu ni ìrántí olódodo." You know, it's always joy. I'm trying to put it, but you know, it's a joyful thing. It's always joyful to remember the righteous, and that is what has carried me on. Again, Mama, I know wherever you are, if you can hear me, you can see me. I don't know if that is real, but just know I love you and I wish you a happy birthday, February 21st. And so this video, this recording is just to honor you. And I know my mom can shop. Oh, my mom, she taught me those shopping skills. Yeah, she did an awesome job. So this is for you, Mama. And to all my subscribers out there, I want to say a big thank you to the new subscribers. Welcome to Spend Every Day. Never miss a week without Spend Every Day. Thank you again. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for sharing. And know that I love you all so much. And thank you for what you do with our individuals' exceptionalities. Keep pushing it. Keep moving. Keep being patient. Keep being consistent. And it's going to pay off at the end of the day. Good luck and have a blessed weekend. Your girl again, Bola Tito Fatoki.